There's kind of an interesting development potentially with the Gators as we head towards the early signing period in December and the chance of getting involved with another elite quarterback. Zach Albalverdi, who covers Florida recruiting for SECCountry.com, had some interesting quotes from Emory Jones, five-star quarterback from Heard County, Georgia. A lot of really good quarterbacks from the state of Georgia this year. Jones currently an an Ohio State commit. There was some thought he would consider flipping to Alabama. Maybe there's a chance also that Florida kind of gets involved here. This is a guy that's already considering a flip, so it's not like you have to convince him not to go to Ohio State. He may be considering doing that already. It's just a matter of which SEC school would gain his services. If you're Florida here, are you interested in Emory Jones?
I think you have to be. I think when you look at Dan Mullen's offense, when you look at the possibility of having a dual-threat quarterback, I think you have to look in that direction. You can talk about Emory Jones. You can talk about Justin Fields, whoever you want to out there. But I think you have to be careful. I think when you have a guy on board already that obviously loves the program, wants to stick around, and you have this signing class starting to develop, you have to be careful in sticking your foot out there too far.
You're talking about Matt Corral.
I am talking about Matt Corral. I think you have to be careful in sticking your foot out there too far. Because listen, Matt Corral hears this too. I think Matt Corral's going on a couple visits over the next couple of weeks. He knows what's going on right now. If Dan Mullen hasn't been showing him the same attention he's been showing Emory Jones, guess what? You might be without a quarterback at all.
If he wanted Corral, it seems like he'd be showing a lot of love to Corral, and right now that's not what we're seeing.
Yeah, I'm on board with you. I think that's what becomes scary, though, because I definitely agree with what you're saying. I think that when you look at it from the outside in and you see Matt Corral starting to kind of dip his toes in the other water, and you see maybe these talks about Justin Fields and Emory Jones, and maybe Matt Corral's not getting a ton of credit or a ton of attention from Dan Mullen, I think you just have to be careful, though, because right now, this is a program without a quarterback. Felipe Franks is not going to be able to run this Dan Mullen type of offense, and I think you have to be careful when it comes to that.